Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as promised, I'm hoping that I can deliver this in a format that makes sense. If you've got any questions, then fire away in the comment section, and I will endeavour to do my best to answer your questions as always. So before we get to the slightly darker stuff, and I'm determined to try and end it on a positive, I do try to maintain some sort of balance, realistic balance. I never want to be a doomer, you know. There are far too many doomers out there who use clickbaity thumbnails with "Are we all going to die?" shit like that. That's not what I'm all about. I'm not about that. People like that do piss me off. I'm not a clickbaity kind of guy. Go through any of my videos that span back over 300. Not one of them is clickbait. Not one. So we'll start off with something positive, then we'll move into something dark, and then end it on a positive. Check that out. So this was from my mushroom kit. It is ready for its first harvest, and yeah, it does look like cauliflower. But if I was to make a cauliflower cheese, I don't know if anyone's looked into lion's mane. If I was to, I have. If I was to grow any mushroom from a mushroom kit, apart from the stuff that kind of, yeah, you know, because you can get kits like that as well, and that when you microdose with stuff like that, and again, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a healer, I'm just a common sense man. That's it. These other kits that can sort of alter things, when microdose, they've been proven to be able to reverse depression and all sorts of stuff. Do your own research. Microdosing, you know, naturally, completely natural, instead of all of the chemicals and fuck knows what else goes into these pills that people are prescribing us to try and prevent us from slipping down a slippery slope. It can be done naturally. It can, you know. Do some research. There's so much research out there, and some of this research goes back thousands of years. These predate us, fungus. You know, the world can't exist without it. But yeah, if you look into the properties or the benefits of lion's mane, I mean, it can create brand new neuro pathways, like really quickly, which is why they recommend that you take it for 5 days consecutively at a moderate dose, and then have the weekend off to give your brain a break. I've not been doing that, so I wonder why I was a little bit sparky. Oh man, yeah. I mean, it does look like cauliflower. It looks just like cauliflower. But if I was to make a cauliflower cheese out of that, I'd end up with a cranium the size of an African elephant. And an IQ of about 5,000. So anyway, yeah, it's come along. You know, I need to harvest that and then grow another load. And I just wanted to show you that, you know, it's doable, and it's really simple. It's very simple. You just need to, it comes with a little water spray. It's just water, just, you know, that stuff. No shit stuff going in there. No crap. And you just spray it every day, you know. So it's kept moist. That's how fungus likes to live, moist. Some women hate that word. Oh, I am trying to keep it clean. Yeah, off the back of, I'm going to make this into a little bit of a more feature length. I did make a start on my dinner, but I need to get this video out of the way, you know, otherwise it's just going to bug me. When I say I'm going to do a video, I need to do a video, you know. Off the back of Old Man Time, I mean, his usual original username, he's got his own channel, Old Man Time, and he's got a really interesting intro as well. He's a nice guy, you know. You'll see his comments, but he doesn't use his channel name in the comments section. It's wash 'em good, or you've not made it easy for me, mate. But off the back of him making bread in a slow cooker, I went into a charity shop today and I found this, and I've got a couple of slow cookers, and one's kind of for a family size, and then one's for people like me, for me Todd. Okay. Right, so the connection between the Gates Foundation and Bovaer, which is Bovaer, if you want to look into it. The connection, you might find it difficult to find a direct connection, because this goggle-eyed little pathetic excuse for a man, this little freak of a fucking rat, this little amoeba, parasitic, disgusting, despicable excuse for a life form is connected to Bovaer through DSM. So this is DSM. So look that up, and then you'll make the connection. It'll make sense to you. All right. So far, Tesco's, Morrison's, and Aldi. Oh, I did sand this down. I had the big burn, the big burn mark. Don't worry, I'll get back on it, and I'll start again from scratch. I got a little bit carried away. I mean, it was meant to be the same colour as this, but Sal was she stained this originally and made it the same colour as that, and I can't find the stain that she used to use, so it's it's a lot lighter than, but it did the job. I just got a little bit carried away. So far, Tesco's, Morrison's and Aldi are trialling Bovaer. Bovaer products, or products that contain, and I've got a list, products that contain Bovaer directly and sort of indirectly. I'm sure I saw Asda somewhere as well, but I can't confirm that now because I've got so much information that I ended up kind of being swamped in it, you know. So I'm trying to sort of make this a little bit easier for you than it was for me. So I think Asda's in there as well, but that's, let's just say, allegedly. So Bovaer is basically, because of the connection to DSM, is a Gates-backed methane-reducing feed additive, which will be given to dairy cows in the UK supply chains, right? So some of our farmers have sold their souls to the devil out of sheer desperation, you know, or they're just wankers. But do not tar them all with the same brush, because the vast majority of them are withers, you know. They're forming part of another movement, and all of these separate movements eventually will all converge, and when that happens, we will be a force to be reckoned with. Nothing will stop us. That's what we're aiming for. So it's a feed additive which will be given to dairy cows in the UK supply chains, despite concerns over genotoxicity and carcinogenicity. So this is a product that's gone into Arla, which is, again, I'll show you a list. I'm sorry you've not got much to look at the moment. Just bear with me. Just bear with me. Okay? And yes, it's just orange juice. So avoid Arla. Also look into this as well. Ruminate, right? So instead of ruminate, because it is a word, it's in the dictionary. Instead of ruminate, spelt like that, it's RUMIN and then 8, the number 8. So it's being pushed into the dairy, into dairy products, not just in the UK either. I'll go into that. So it's also being pushed into beef cattle as well, and they have been using the term safe and effective. Now they've screwed. Normally, say 20 years ago, safe and effective, that'd be, if a doctor turned around and said it's safe and it's effective, you'd be like, all right then. Do you know what I mean? Now that term has been so destroyed. There's been so many words that have been absolutely destroyed because of these bastards. And all the sick, twisted bastards that have come out of the woodwork. The mentally ill bastards. The rainbow people. I used to love rainbows. Looking up at them in the sky, and I see them in a different way now. It's so sad. And when I was growing up, most of you guys are my age. So you would have grown up with Rainbow, the TV programme. And to all of our international viewers, look it up. It was a children's programme that was on in the 70s and the early 80s called Rainbow. And there was 3 puppets in there, Bungle, Zippy, and I can't remember the other one. A big bear, evil-looking bear. But even then, if you go on YouTube now, there's an adult version. So if you ever need a little bit of a pick-me-up, a bit of nostalgia and a pick-me-up, they've dubbed over episodes on YouTube. So type in Rainbow children's program adult version, and then do a bit of binge watching. It will lift you up. I promise you. Jeff Bezos is involved with this as well, if you do enough deep digging. And Bovea is also heavily linked to fake climate change and the carbon inset market for America. Now, one of the properties of this shit that they're putting in animal feed, and I've left there's a study done. I've left it in I'll put it in the I'll pin it right at the top of the comment section of this video. Now it's an official government-led study into the effects of this. Let me just let the girls in. Come on, you're twisting with my flow. Yeah, so one of the ingredients of this feed that's being fed to skin, maybe it's called 3-NOP. May be harmful if inhaled. It's an irritant to the skin and the eyes. And I've left that list quite small, so you can do your own research on that, and that study will help you with that. And considering it's a government led and government funded research on this particular product, I think we can all agree that it's probably a lot worse than they're saying it is. Don't forget. So major retailers join forces with UK dairy farmers to trial methane reducing feed additives. And the 3 main stores that have been confirmed are Morrison's, Tesco and Aldi. Yep. Here's a bit of a list. Now, rather than read it all out to you, all I'm going to do is scroll down. If you want to look into a bit more, you know, this is worth a look. Queen Bob. This is what I had to go and print off at a printer place in Long Eaton because I don't have a printer. I can't afford one. I'm on my arse. In fact, do you know what? I've gone to Turning Tricks to make extra Turning Tricks. And most of them have been IOUs. And then yesterday, Cecilia, got a text from someone called Cecilia. So I thought, yeah, fair enough. Money's money. I'm straight, you know. And there was a bit of a list of things that she wanted to do that were a bit eyebrow lifting. But I didn't have my glasses on. So Cecilia was Cecil, and now I've got a limp. So this is the rest of it. Look, we've got North Africa, Denmark, Sweden, you know. Okay. This is the tip of the iceberg. You know, they're coming at us from all directions. I don't know if I'll get any shit for this video. Personally, I don't give a fuck. I'm providing a public service. And what will be, will be. This information needs to get out there, and I don't mind doing this. It's the right thing to do. Also, I think now, more now than ever, you know, you've got to start networking. You've got to start networking, face-to-face, interpersonal networking. Now, I've done it, you know, with five of our little tribe. It's totally doable. Totally doable and absolutely worth it. And I'm going to build on this. So if anyone wants to, I'll put I don't know whether or not to put. I'll put a separate post in the community section, right? And if you're interested in starting to network with people that live around you, you know, I mean, if Frank from Middlesbrough knows John from Middlesbrough, but they both live on opposite sides of the city, and they can't afford to sort of get, you know, right, you know, it would be even better if it's town. So if you can, I'll put something in the community tab. If you want to start networking with people around your area, I don't mind being a conduit, you know, a middleman. So all you'd need to do is just put where you're from, your town. No one's going to find where you live, you know. You're not giving any more details away like I did in that second part of that video. Just your town. Just name your town. I'll put something in the community section, name your town, and then if anyone else is interested, comment on that town or that post. And then if you're interested, email me. Both of you. I'll get involved in the comments section. Email me, and then I'll send your email to them and vice versa, so you can connect with each other, and then eventually start meeting up. It's really, really important that we start doing this, guys. You know? So yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna get some sausages down my throat. Stay chipper, you know. We're on track, and we're on the right path. And there's a movement that's growing, and it's growing rapidly. And we should all be encouraged by that. But we all need to be taking part. We all need to be contributing in some way or another. So on that note, I'm going to finish my orange juice, get some food down me, and then piss off to bed. Much love to all of you. No fear. Ciao for now.